Welcome back. Well, here's a question for you. Do you have pictures of the beautiful flowers blooming in your garden, or would you like to be inspired and get some ideas from other gardeners? Today on You Can Grow It, Garden Master Jim Duthie shares some pictures of the wonderful things that many of our friends and neighbors and fellow gardeners have been growing in their gardens. And these were posted on the You Can Grow It Facebook group. And just take a look and find out how you can share yours.
Spring blossoms have really put on a colorful display this year, and the show is still going on. It's amazing to see what beautiful things our fellow Idaho gardeners have been growing. So let's take a look at some of the first bloomers of the season that they've shared on our You Can Grow It Facebook group. You may not grow them, but Mother Nature does, and morel mushrooms are a very popular and tasty treat to find in Idaho's forests this time of year. Barb Greene found a good assortment of morels that will be delicious with dinner. Kathryn Hardy shares these pretty blue and white lupines that are blossoming in her garden. By the way, many varieties of native wild lupines are currently blooming in Idaho's backcountry. Sherry Davis shows off her first peonies of the season, an eye-catching display of bright red and white striped blooms. And Lori Ingstrom uses a tape measure to show the size of this beautiful red peony flower, a full 6 inches across. May is when irises make their grand appearance. This frilly purple iris was one of the first to open in Brett Hansen's garden. And Vicki Tyler found these showy purple and yellow bearded irises waving in her yard. Diana Rodriguez loves this blue and white beauty that's new to her garden this spring. And Heather Knighton shared this unique and gorgeous salmon and burgundy colored frilly bearded iris. Roy Cordingley captured this beauty while droplets of a morning sprinkle were still on the petals. Did you know that there are more than 250 varieties of irises, and new ones are being developed every year? Nyla Norris shared a shot of this pretty purple clematis, the first of the season, in her garden, and Susan Buffington found her first pink Nellie Moser clematis blooming against a green background. Susan also shared these pictures of her azaleas that have started to bloom. These pink beauties are called lilac lights, and this unique azalea color is called mandarin lights. California poppies are also popping up, as we see in Lynn Immel's flower beds. And Joanne Jackson caught this show-stopping red California poppy with black axe. This is what Doreen Wendell calls her spot of beauty in her garden. A nice display of blooming pink Louisia and some lavender dianthus. Gardens are meant to be enjoyed at all hours of the day or night. Corey Moraes shares a view of his garden at twilight. And welcoming evening lights beckon visitors to Rich Morris's garden after the sun sets. Got lots of shady areas in your yard? Randy Woods planted a variety of shade-loving plants and shrubs, including lamium, a Japanese maple, and several kinds of hostas. Finally, Jim and Sherry Stairs, who are the residents of an assisted living center, are the center's unofficial gardening and decorating committee. Their creative ideas add a fun and whimsical flair to the grounds, including this welcoming chair, with a plant growing in a jello mold. And this cheery bike with baskets full of flowers shares a tongue-in-cheek message that this is the Garden of Whedon. For a true tribute to Idaho's country roots, a collection of boots adorns hay bales, bandanas, and potted flowers, but these boots ain't walking anywhere for now. Hostas adorn a shady spot, shaded even more with an upturned umbrella. While in a sunny corner of the patio, even sun-loving planters need to wear their shades. And lastly, what do you do when your garden has everything but the kitchen sink? Well, you plant a kitchen sink, complete with flowers growing amidst the dirty dishes. Spring flowers are at the height of the season right now, and more summer blooms are coming. It's fun to see what some of our fellow Idaho gardeners have done to brighten up and beautify their landscapes. And maybe you've got some ideas on how you can grow it. For Idaho's News Channel 7, I'm Jim Duthie.
Wow, so many creative gardeners out there, right? Well, we want to see more of you and your pictures, so you can go ahead and share your gardening projects and successes, or just share some advice and ask some questions. There's an easy way to be part of Idaho's biggest gardening club, now with nearly 12,000 members. Just text the word GROW to 208-321-5614, and we'll send you the link to join the You Can Grow It Facebook group.